Good morning, everyone. I just watched this video that is trending during the administration of Goodluck Jonathan, where Goodluck Jonathan was declaring state of emergency, and people are arguing that the president don't have the power to suspend a sitting governor and legislatures will.
Hello, welcome to this channel. There is this video I came across and I would like us to watch it together. But before we do that, please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do that. Click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to keep being part of this. Then as you watch, do not forget to react and also drop your comments in the comment section.
Good morning, everyone. I just watched this video that is trending during the administration of Goodluck Jonathan, where Goodluck Jonathan was declaring state of emergency, and people are arguing that the president don't have the power to suspend a sitting governor and legislatures who were voted by the people, but the president have the right to declare the state of emergency. So take a listen to Goodluck Jonathan when he declared the state of emergency in 3 northern states because of Boko Haram insurgents, and up to today, now this Boko Haram is still, carrying out their illegal activities. And instead of Tinubu to declare state of emergency, where his son went to Yobe, Boko Haram just gave ultimatum to so many communities to evacuate, and no state of emergency, but there is state of emergency in Rivers State. Anyway, they can listen to Goodluck Jonathan.
Following recent developments in the affected states, it has become necessary for government to take extraordinary measures to restore normalcy. After wide consultations and in exercise of the power conferred on me by the provisions of Section 305, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I hereby declare a state of emergency in Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states. Accordingly, the Chief of Defense Staff has been directed to immediately deploy more troops to these states for more effective internal security operations.
More light on the President's position on the declaration of state of emergency in some states. I'm now being joined on the news by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Dr. Ruben Abati. Well, thank you for joining us today. Now, some lawyers say Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution was silent on the details of what the President can do. What is the rationale behind leaving the governors in office?
Well, what people must note is that what the president has done is lawful and constitutional. There is no part of the constitution that gives the president of Nigeria the powers to remove a state governor or political office holders, particularly under the circumstances of the declaration of emergency. And the relevant sections of the constitution to consider will include sections 1 and 2 of the constitution, Section 11, subsection 4, where it is expressly stated that not even the National Assembly can remove a state governor. If you look also at Section 217, what it says is that when under these circumstances the armed forces are deployed to put down an insurrection or to check the breakdown of law and order, those armed forces, security forces, are expected to act in aid of the civilian authorities. And then the other relevant sections will be sections 180, section 188, and section 189, dealing with the tenure of office of a governor and then circumstances under which a governor can be removed. It's also important to note that under section 305, subsection 4 thereof, indeed a state governor can also make representation to a state house of assembly asking for the proclamation of a state of emergency. And where a state governor fails to do so, then the president can intervene and act as President Jonathan has acted. So it's a constitution, that has guided the president, and to the extent that the constitution is the ground norm, and we're, committed to the rule of law, anything to the contrary will have been unlawful and will have been unconstitutional.
We also have some analysts who think that, well, the issue that necessitated the declaration of emergency was also noticed in some other states up north, and they wonder Why were some states who have witnessed this skirmish left out?
Sorry, I didn't quite get that. It's not so clear.
Some states that have also witnessed some of this security challenge have been left out. We have people wondering, why were those other states left out?
Well, I mean, you notice that the president made it clear that after his return from South Africa, there were consultations, there were security briefings. It is true that, in the opening paragraph of the address by the president, he identified many other states that have been affected. But in this particular case, Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa, those are the areas where we have the most serious threat to the sovereignty of the Nigerian state. The issue is about the assault on Nigeria's territorial integrity. What we're facing in these places where state of emergency has been declared is not just a question of people fighting an ideological war. They are trying to create an enclave out of Nigeria. There has been an attempt to create a state out of the Nigerian state. And, in some of these places, the terrorists have even hoisted their own flags. Now, what President Jonathan made clear is that nobody, under any circumstances whatsoever, will be allowed, to divide Nigeria, and that is very clear under Section 2 of the Constitution. The indissolubility and the indivisibility of Nigeria. In some of the other states, the level of threat has not yet reached that stage. What the president did yesterday is to send out a very strong signal that whoever attempts to violate the integrity of the Nigerian state, will be met, with, considerable action. So it's the president saying enough is enough. Government will not tolerate any attempt, to violate the sovereignty of Nigeria. That was very clear in his address.
All right, then tell us then, what is the current situation with getting the National Assembly to approve this?
Well, Section 305 of the Constitution, again, is very clear about this. Where the National Assembly is sitting, is in session, it is required within 2 days, to endorse through a resolution, 2/3 majority of each of the houses in the National Assembly. If it is not in session, then within 10 days. But the situation we have now is that, the National Assembly is in session, and, the Gazette, I believe, already has been forwarded or will be forwarded today to the National Assembly, and then the National Assembly will act, accordingly. Already, of course, you note that the National Assembly, particularly the Senate, has already spoken in support of the action that has been taken. And also other members of the National Assembly of both houses have, praised the executive arm of government, the president, for acting as he has done. There is a meeting of minds between the executive and the legislature in this matter as to the need to ensure, to protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria and to ensure that there is no breakdown of law and order, in any part of the country, and that no anarchist, or terrorist or insurgent is allowed to overwhelm the state authority.
All right, and thank you for speaking with us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching this video. Please leave your contribution in the comment section and also do well to subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.